it was the beginning of solidarity. There were many sociologues who studied after the carnival, after the birth of solidarity, and this short legal life of solidarity, those 16 months of 1980 and 81 till martial law in the 13th of December 1981. So during this carnival, there were sociologues saying that the strongest centers of solidarity were set up in those regions and towns in which Robotnik, this underground's short review printed of 1A3, this small journal was published and distributed. If we think how it happened with me, with myself, so I started as a political author under a nickname, and I was known in Poland as Maciej Poleski, Matthew Poleski, in Poland or abroad, within the circles of Polish emigration, but it was a very small circle of one hand, or perhaps one hand and a half, who knew that I am the Czeslaw Bielecki is Maciej Poleski. So when I was during my second trimester of Mokotów jail studies, and they put me in the same cell with Adam Michnik for 1 month, I told him in full secret during the walk in the cage outside, this half an hour walk, after receiving from him an obligation that he wouldn't say it to Jacek Kuroń, to others, that I am Matthew Poleski. And it was a very, very nice position, because during the whole Solidarity period, just I made one poster you can know with cardiogram. There's a brief history of Poland, which starts from 44 through 56, 70, 76, till 1980, and is finished by the logo of Solidarity. That's such a brief history of Poland, which is now exposed in Checkpoint Charlie Museum of Berlin Wall in Berlin. So I think that my activity during the carnival was an activity of someone who was certain that this day or day after they will attack us. And that's what I wrote as Matthew Poleski, that there's only the time of a break, but for sure communists will attack us, and we have to be prepared. So I didn't declare who I am. I didn't play with my underground articles published under my nickname Poleski. So when martial law came, they didn't look for me. I was an anonymous person. When they kept me, this time when they put me in the same cell with Michnik, they didn't know who I am. They knew only that I am someone, let's say, in the situation where they kept me, that I'm someone linked with a distribution network. But they didn't identify who I am, what I'm doing, that I founded a CDN publishing house.